he's your favorite fighter's favorite fighter, Justin Gaethje. What a dick. What an absolute dick. So, there's a few things in fighting that are rules. They're laws, as a matter of fact. Meaning they're not policies and you're not going to violate something. They're laws as human beings. One of them, and maybe the thing that fighting exposes the most, is that a human being has X amount of toughness. And it ain't going to go up no matter how hard he trains. He can stay level or it can drop. Everybody knows that. So when you fight like Justin Gaethje and you come through the World Series of Fighting and you have the greatest debut in UFC history and you make it all the way to a World Championship and then you go win another BMF Championship and you fight for the undisputed championship along the way, all you're doing is getting weaker and worse, okay? Except him. And he's making all the rest of us look like quitters. I do not understand. Is it good living? I don't think so. Is it DNA? He did get a good hand there from his mom and dad. That part's true. Is it good coaching? He definitely has that. But don't some other people? I mean, is that so hard of a recipe, the one that I just described? You live a decent life and you got some blessings at birth and you surround yourself with the right team. Is that so unbelievable? Because nobody else is getting this result. Justin Gaethje is as tough. Now I'm talking tough. You understand what tough means? He's as tough now as he was 5 years ago. He's as tough now as he was 7 years ago. Are you ready for that? Do you disagree? I can't believe it. You gotta understand what happened in this fight with Fiziez, because Fiziez fought a great fight. Fiziez's stock goes up. I mean, he really did look awesome. He fatigued just a little bit, but one of them is gonna fatigue more. And it wouldn't matter how level your cardio was. One of them's going to fatigue more. But it comes down to a third round. Okay, now the math's already... Gaethje can lose the fight. He can check out a little bit mentally. It wasn't the fight that he wanted. It wasn't the ranked opponent with the meaning, I'm talking about contendership on the line. It wasn't some kind of a personal beef. Oh, by the way, there was nothing that he could gain other than a little bit of money and a little bit of prestige. Why? Because he already beat the son of a bitch. So when you get in a contest that's going to be who wants it more, and that's what the third round was. It was one apiece. So now that we've shown our skill and we've shown our little training and our little game plans, you now have the final piece. When it's one apiece going into the third, you have the final question of who wants it more. How on earth, if you follow the laws of logic, could that answer be Justin Gaethje? How? Could you have done it? Could you have done it? If there's nothing coming. There's some prestige, there's some money. It's what you do. You're a competitor, but all of that's true for the opponent too. You have to literally want this more in this moment, right now. I can't think about it later. I gotta want it right now, tonight. I gotta want it more than that younger guy coming at me. Could you have done it? I don't know that I've ever seen a fighter do it. Not when I add the fact that it was a rematch and Fiziez is younger. Make sure you understand something. If you're a handicapper or you're ever betting, you take this right with you. Okay, and I got this from Max Kellerman, who's the best in the business, and it's a boxing rule more than it is MMA, but you won't find an exception in either. If a younger guy beats an older fighter and they rematch, the younger guy will beat him again, only quicker. That is a rule, and you're not going to find me exception around it. You can bring any form of combat that you want. I understand that Gaethje got his hand raised, but many people did not believe that Gaethje beat Fiziez the first time. So, this rematch was really to represent also the first one. It was to solidify for Gaethje, or it was to set the record straight for Fiziez. Justin Gaethje. You gotta know what toughness means. It's not about your ability to punch somebody. That's not even about your ability to get punched. Toughness is purely internal. You want to get a group of people together. You want to find out who the toughest is. You want to really do it. There's a few ways to do it, but I'll give you a great example. Put them all on the line and have them run that way. When you've had enough, stop. Run. Start running that way. When you've had enough, stop taking steps. Just stop. Have somebody come pick you up in a car. The weakest guy is the one that will quit first. The toughest guy is the one that will keep taking those steps. That way, and for no reason other than to see if I can outlast you. That's what toughness is. That's what Justin Gaethje is.